Me, I'm gonna start recording. This is day 9 of AWS IT Foundation and AWS Cloud Training, and my name is Josiah Mizrike. I am the lead instructor with the implementation partner E1T1, and would like to thank Lockdown LLC for the support that we've had over the months for this program. We are on our second cohort. And today we're gonna go through what we have for today. All right. So today, what we have today is pretty much. Let's see here. Sorry, guys. What we have today is pretty much what we left behind on the 17th. On the 17th, we're supposed to do. Let's see, the 15th, 17th, 11, 10. This is supposed to be 19th, right? Oh, okay, 10, 12, oh, that's a mistake. All right, so we covered the PowerShell aspect of things, and today, which is the 15th, we're supposed to be doing the security aspect of things, okay? We're supposed to do the security aspect of things. I know the class was split in groups to take care of all of that. All right. It was split in group to take care of all of that. I will go ahead and go through the PowerShell. And before I do, I wanted to ask if did you take care of the PowerShell aspect of things on your own? You can always send me your message on Riot.
Yes, I had a little problem with it. I want to share my screen for you to see.
Okay, you can share your screen, no problem. Go ahead, I'm here with you. Yep, I'm here with you. Yeah, I'm with you. You know how to share the screen, right? You have to go to the left-hand corner where the TV is at.
I'm doing it.
Okay, that's.
I did it, but okay.
Yeah, I can see. I can see it now. I can see it. Oh, now it's gone. I saw it for a minute. Now it's gone. Okay, I see it again.
Okay. When I enter PowerShell, this is what happens.
Were you able to install the PowerShell? Because what I saw you were doing was the CLI, AWS
but when I try logging in,
and you configured it in CMD. So did you install PowerShell?
But this one.
Okay, run it as an administrator. We can go in that one and configure it. Run that one as administrator. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So if you run it as an administrator, if you remember the link in the guide.
This was
Yeah, you have to run it first. I think you've removed it
when
from
I do
there.
It,
Yeah, because it's no longer there. So you have to go to it says unavailable. It might have been moved, renamed or moved. Do you want to remove it? Just remove it and reinstall it. Remove, because it's no longer there. Somebody moved it. Either you did or somebody did. So what you can do is they usually come pre-installed in Windows 10. So I don't know why you have this problem. So what you can do is, can you reinstall it?
Should I do it from download?
Wherever you downloaded it, can you install it again?
Okay.
Do you remember? It's this AWS tool.
I downloaded it here.
AWS tool and SDK for Net SDK. Okay. Another thing you can do is you can go to your Windows search and put PowerShell, and it will also install it. Stop that one. Just go to the Windows search and kind of type PowerShell. It will just come up. Like if you go to where that Windows say is in the left hand corner, and you type PowerShell, it should come up. And then when it comes up, you choose the PowerShell one and choose the run as administrator. But if it's telling you that it's no longer there, then you have to reinstall it. That simply means you removed it. You removed it by mistake or something. Just give me a second. I have a very important call coming. So I think something happened here. Please, just give me a second. Just give me a few seconds, please. Something came up. Sorry about that, guys. Just give me a second, I'm coming. Alright guys, I'm back now. Hello? Is everybody here? I'm back now.
I'm here, Josiah.
So I'm back now. So let's go ahead and finish up with the PowerShell aspect of things. I think Iran was asking me to help him with that. So I was trying to go through it with him. I don't know where he's at right now. However, I will continue from where we stopped, which was actually the PowerShell part, and I wanted to make sure everybody has configured it, and we can go ahead and do the PowerShell part, which is simply go into your window. I'm going to share my screen right now so everybody can see it. Okay, we'll share the first one right here. So basically, you go to your computer right there. You type PowerShell. Most Windows operating systems come with PowerShell. You want to click on Run as Administrator. Okay. Meanwhile, in the book, in the guide, there's an instruction on how to get it done in the guide there. So right here. Let's go on and get it. Okay, under somewhere here. So if you look carefully here where it says PowerShell, if you copy this, pretty much gives you the direction on how to get it done effectively, which I'm gonna paste here. So you follow through the steps and you will be able to get it done. Okay, so I think it's the last one here. Okay, I think it's this one. Install PowerShell on Windows PowerShell right here. So if you click on this one, it will give you the package that you need, which I highlighted in the book as well. So once you install that, you want to do this. You want to go through this process down here. Okay, all right. So if you want to be able to write scripts through it, you still have to set the execution policy to remote sign. So now what we're gonna do now is, since I'm assuming every one of you have done this, and then here the PowerShell is gonna come up. Once it comes up, we're gonna go ahead on and play with it and see what it actually does, why we are learning this, why we must do these things. Okay, so we're gonna give it time, and I wish and I hope that you guys have your access key IDs and secret keys to work with here. Okay, because what happens here is when you go to follow all the direction that I gave you, you're supposed to get something like this, and then you install it. Once you install it, the PowerShell and everything that you need to work with PowerShell will be on your computer. All right, now if you already have PowerShell, you might not want to do this one. You might not. You might do not this one. You might do this one. This one, if you do this one and have it configured, it should be able to work in your PowerShell as well. The only thing is, if you want to write script, you have to set the remote policy to get execution policy. You have to set that to this. I'll show it to you too. You have to set it to remote sign. Set execution policy to remote sign. That's what you need to do if you want to get script in it. So moving forward, assuming okay is up now. So there are a few things we can do here. We can go ahead and AWS configure. Okay. We can do AWS configure here. So as you can see, I have done it before. If you look closely enough, you will see that it's giving me my access key ID that I have originally. I can also prove this to you by going into our account. In our account, I can show you guys from my account that I've been here before. So let's go to AWS. We sign in. Okay, you sign in there, and I have to get my phone for 3-factor authentication there. So this is the account that we have before, and we're just gonna go over here. All right, we're gonna go for Authy. No problem here. We're gonna go to Authy. So keep paying attention, and everything, you can't get it all at the same time, but over time you will get it, and when you get it, you will be very happy that you spend the time that you spent here. So once I type in that and I go in, so what I wanted to show you guys is, at least in my IM user, I can show you that really actually that is mine. So if you see the last 4 digits there, I'm gonna show it to you guys here what it is. So when you look here, if I look here, I can show you guys clearly. See here, this is that 4L471. So that means that I've already been there before as this IM user. So I've configured it ahead of time. So I wish some of you would like to configure yours now. If anybody wants to configure theirs now, that's fine. For me, I'm gonna do enter because I've been there before. I'm just gonna enter As you can see, that's my secret key that you never let anyone see that. And US East 1, that's where my S3 bucket is. And JSON is the format that you want the metadata to be in. Okay, for the output format is JSON. The output format will be in JSON. That means if you have a file, video, or any extension, it will put it in a JSON format. That's how the computer will understand it. Okay, so once you do this, you can see now that this makes a lot of sense by running a little command like this to show the list of S3. As you can see, that's correct. Bruce AWS unique. I think this is a new S3 bucket. This one here is Bruce AWS unique. Who created it? You don't have to tell me. We'll go and find out who did create it. So right now, let's go back. These are all the users and thing. Let's go to S3 bucket. We'll find out effectively who did create it. As you can see, they created it in the Virginia East. So who is in Virginia? Whoever is in Virginia should be the one that created it. Let's look at the properties. Here. Oh, we don't have CloudTrail. Yeah, we don't have CloudTrail. Assuming we had CloudTrail, we would have easily seen who created it. Okay? Because CloudTrail will look into the API and stuff like that. Okay? API for anything that you are doing. Bruce AWS unique. Iram, is that you that created that? Hello? Iran? Yeah, he says he did. He said it right there. He couldn't talk, so he's the one that created it. Okay? And his object and bucket are not public. As you can see, he didn't make it public. That was pretty smart. So let's go to the kind of permissions that he gave it. As you can see, he had all the permissions open, but when it comes to bucket policy, let's see what he got over there. Actually, he didn't do anything spectacular. It's just that his permissions. Okay, let's do the edit and see what he did. Oh, he didn't do much either, but he created it. But he might have a problem. You're gonna have a problem with uploading stuff in this bucket, so I recommend that you probably will have to look at the I think you have to look at the one we created and to see how you can set up yours properly, because when it comes to the time for you to upload stuff to it, it might give you problems. So what I can do is I'll show you the ones that some of the guys created here. Let's go look at the let's look at the permissions. You see the permission, the kind of permission that they have. You have to shut it all off, okay, for you to be able to upload anything there. So that means you have to make it public. Like if you go to your permissions, you blocked everything. So if you want to upload stuff on there, you have to unblock it. Okay, so what you have to do is to do that, and you save it, and you put confirm, and when you confirm, you do that. And now when we go back, everything is off, and now you're gonna follow me step by step. You're gonna be able to upload something there. Okay, so let's see if okay, you see what I did, but I'm not the owner of that bucket, so you have to do it. Now I'm gonna demonstrate how we're gonna upload stuff up here. So if you go to the book, in our book, it clearly states, it gives you the outline on how to do that, and I'm gonna do it like as you watch right now, and we're gonna see it happen. So to start off, you have to set the execution policy to remote signed, which I've already done, and then there are steps given to you step by step. You have to import AWS tools PowerShell. That's for those who did not do the last thing that I just showed you guys, which is this. For those that did not download this, for those that did not go through this process, now this one here, So if you didn't go through that process, you have to do these steps. Okay, you have to import the module AWS PowerShell. You have to make sure you're in the directory where you unzipped it. All right, so you can check to see if you have it and all of that. You can go through this process. All right, and then that's a profile that you're setting up for yourself. But when it comes to the time to upload a file, it's very simple. It's not complicated. It's just very simple. So we're gonna go through it now, and hopefully it's gonna work out for us. So let's try it. So let's try to upload something up there. Okay, guys? All right. Okay, so I'm gonna organize what I'm gonna do first. Once I organize it, then we're gonna do it. So I'm sure I have a file here that I've used in the past that we can use again. All right, so let's do it. Access key. Alright, object. Object. Alright. Okay. So I'm gonna create a temp file first before we start. I go to C. I think I already have a temp file already, but I'll just look for it. It's somewhere here in the C. Temp file, right, like that. Okay. Should be able to find one easily. Should be able to find it. Okay, I believe it should be this one. Let's click on this one. Okay, is this one. So we're gonna try to upload. Let me change the file name, rename. Let me call it something else. I'll call it test, like that. Test like that, yeah. We're gonna try to upload that. And we're also gonna try to upload this one too. From here. Okay, that's that. That's temp file. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys the command that we're gonna use to do that. I'm gonna show you guys a command that's not hidden. I'll copy the whole command and I'll show you guys. Okay. File. Secret key. All right. All right. Okay. Copy. So now I'm gonna bring up Notepad. Okay, I'm gonna open it. All right, this is it right here, and I'm gonna paste this, and we're gonna look at it together and see what we're gonna change. So my bucket is not that. My bucket is locked door test. That's never my bucket. The file I want to move up to the cloud is not my picture, but I could move my picture, but apparently I don't have my picture there. So what I have there is what I showed you guys, which is Trinopad RTF. So I'm gonna not rename it. I'm just gonna copy the whole thing. I did that rename so it can allow me to copy that. So I'm gonna put it here. All right. So that is the file. Dash file means the file. Dash bucket name means the bucket name. Like the bucket name here, I'll go back to show you guys. The bucket name for me is this one, locked door test. Remember? Mine is locked door test. So now what we're trying to do, we're trying to upload the file on my local computer to inside here. already inside here, I also have some objects, like I have some of these objects. Okay, so to avoid confusion, I'm gonna go ahead and delete some of these objects. These two are folders, but these two are like, they are just object in the form of TXT file or RTF file. So for me to delete this is confirm deletion. I have to type delete. Okay, once I type delete, it's gone. All right, if I go back to the services, you're gonna see the object is gone. That thing is no longer there. Now, with that being said, let's go back to PowerShell. You can still do the same thing in CMD. You can also do it here. So as you can see, we're gonna put all of that here when the time is right, when we make sure that everything looks good. Okay, so we look here. This name we have to change, right? That name we have to change. So let's see. Try notepad. Okay, this is correct. And what else? Okay. Private key and secret key. Okay, like here. So now I have to put my my private and my access key ID and my secret key. I'm gonna put it here, but I don't think I want to share it with everybody. But it's not like I can't share it because we are not doing anything with it anyway. But it's just that I don't wanna share it. That's all. Okay, guys. But I will put it there. Even if I share it, nothing will happen because it's just a test environment that we are in. I'm not gonna worry about anybody hacking into it because it doesn't make any sense. Okay, I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna put my access key. I moved it so I can put my access key and secret key. All right. So I'll do it really fast. The video will not go to public until I remove that. I'll blow it. Just to let you guys know, I'll blow it, so I don't want anybody to see the video in the public. Okay, guys? But once I put it, I will show it to you guys. Never mind. You guys will see it. Okay. So I'm gonna move it back again to you. So I'm gonna move it back again here. This is the secret key. The secret key. This is the secret key. I'm gonna paste it there. You don't have to give anybody. This is the region where we at. US East 1. As you guys saw, this is the secret key. This is the file what we wanted to upload there. Okay. So with all these things being set up and nice, it looks good. So we're gonna copy all of it and we're gonna just go and paste it in there. And since we've already configured and we already checked with CLI, with AWS S3 LS to see if we can get there, so it's okay, we can just paste this here. As you can see, you have a method write object, write S3 object. You're telling it to write S3 object, and you specify the variable bucket name, which in this case is log.test. I showed you guys the log.test, which is right there. I can show it to you again, which is here. This is log.test. This is it right here. We are telling it to write something into this bucket. That's what we are telling it through the command line. And we are telling it to write something into this bucket. And what are we trying to write is a file, RTF file. I'll show you where the RTF file is. It's here. So now with this now, you will see we're making a mistake. We need to go where that file is. That's where we need to run the command from. All right. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? It makes sense because if we run the command now, it's not going to find that file. because we're not in the right directory where the file is. I can show it to you. When I run it, you see what happens. Okay, I push enter and nothing happened. Okay, I push enter again. You see, it comes with error. But if we go to CDD and we go to change directory to the root again, and we get here and we go to change directory to temp and we do dir, you'll see that file is here. Those files are here. So what we can do now is we paste the command here again. This time around, if we run that command, it should work. Okay, so when you scroll back, you should get all your command that you had before. So now when we try it again, you see the file, we're in the right directory where what that file is. So if everything goes well, once we hit enter, we should be able to write this to file. You see over there what's going is transfer. It just transferred it. But now when we go to the bucket, we should see that file there. When we go to the bucket, we should be able to see that file there. Okay? When we go to this bucket, the file should be there. So we go to object. Okay, I didn't see it. I wonder what happened. I didn't see it there either. Okay, let's check and see what happened. Okay, buckets, locked on. Let's check and see what happened. So let's go back and read it. This is the file. This is access. This is the region. Secret access key region. Lock.test. Let's say if that is the same name as the bucket. Lock.test. RTF. Okay. All right. Let's try test_rkill.tft. Maybe let's just see if we didn't see it. Let's try and see. Let's try to upload the test_rkill.txt. Okay, since RTF file we didn't find it, let's try this one. I hope you guys are seeing what I'm doing. Are you guys seeing it? Are you guys seeing it? Guys?
Yes, Josiah.
Okay, awesome. That's very good. So now let's try to upload this again to see if this one works this time for us. Okay, I'm gonna do enter. I wonder why it didn't show up. Sometimes that happens. Okay, all right, let's check this one. Sometimes it takes a while if you are in a place where maybe you don't have the control of the internet access. It has to go through a proxy first before it gets where it need to be. Things like that happen. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get out completely out of here, and I'm gonna refresh everything and figure out why we're not getting anything in there. It's not like he's showing us, oh, the files are here. I didn't refresh it. Did you guys see it? Hello? The two files are here, guys. Did you guys see it? Check the date. The two files are there. The try notepad RTF is there. The test rkill.txt is there. Look at the time difference, 2 minutes difference, 1821 and 1823. So as you can see, you can actually upload a file from here to the graphical user to the console, AWS console, which is not a big deal. All right. Now another thing I wanted to show you guys, which I tried to show you last time, is also the fact that you can access the bucket you can access your your EC2 virtual private server from a distance. Okay, you can access it remotely. That's what they say. You can access it remotely. Now the EC2 that you guys stood up before, you can actually access it remotely. Like here I have 3 EC2s that are running, which I'm gonna show you guys. I don't know who owns some of these EC2s, so but this one here, let's try to access it remotely. Okay guys, so we have 2 running. This is this is in Ohio. Okay, let's see what we have in Oregon. Wow, if those ones are still running there, that means we're being billed for it. Oh, so okay, we go to the Ohio one. We're gonna clean all the Ohio devices. That's an opportunity for you guys to learn how to clean them off. Okay, you see this? We're gonna get rid of all of them. Okay, we're gonna clean them off. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. These are pretty new. So you see, terminate instances. This is the exam question. When you terminate instances, it's gonna kill the instances and everything else in it. Okay. When you terminate it, it's gonna kill it. You won't be able to access it anymore. All right. So it seems like successfully terminated. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's refresh. Let's see if it's what it's telling us is true. Okay, that is done. Those are gone. You have to be careful how many you stand up because they bill us for it. And also you have to understand when you get Elastic IP, if the Elastic IP is not used, they bill us for it. These are the ones that we have that I wanted to keep actually. That's one we can afford, I guess. So now in the Virginia department, let's see what's there. Okay. Let's see what's there. I'm sure some students had left something there. Oh, okay, nothing. That's good. This is awesome. So the only place we have something is Oregon. All right. Now we're learning EC2s. We're learning S3. S3 bucket seems to be global. Because everywhere we go, it doesn't matter, we can still see the S3 bucket. And they really don't charge you anything for S3 bucket. Okay, this is awesome now. All right, let us access one of these servers. To access a server remotely, there are a few things you need to do. You need to know the IP address or fully qualified domain name for that server. You need to know if it's public facing or private facing. If it's private facing, that means you can't access into it from the public. You have to access another computer which is in the same subnet, and from there you can access that one. So we're gonna choose the public one to access it, assuming that we have all the information we need to access it. This is the fully qualified domain name, which you can copy here. I don't recommend people copying the IP because the IP is Elastic IP here. That means, let me make sure if it's Elastic IP. Yeah, it's a public IP. That means people can, if people get access to it, they can knock at your door. So with that being said, there are tools that we use to access any of these servers remotely. This is a virtual private cloud. Okay, or virtual private server, VPS. And as you can see here, I don't have any information about this server here. I don't even know what key I need to use to get access to it. But all of that I can find out about this server. I can read about it. As you can see, I'm reading about it down here. Now I found out the key that I need to access it right here. It says MOVE 2020, so I have to find a way to get that key. All right, you see, this is the key I need to access it. Action, import key. Okay, import key is for importing a new key. okay, which in this case is not the case. This key are already on the server, so I need to find where it is, maybe on my other computer, and then we can access it. Then to access it, we need to set a few things up first. All right. Remember, my computer crashed, so I don't have most of the information we had in the past, but that don't mean we can't continue. We can continue. So what we're gonna do now is, first of all, let's copy the fully qualified domain name, and we're gonna come here, we're gonna paste it here, and we know the server is Ubuntu, and I'll show you guys how I know it's Ubuntu, not only because I installed it, but because you can find out. So let's look here and see what the instance is. We know it's T2 Micro. What does it say here? What's the platform? It says it's a distribution of Ubuntu, which is a Linux operating system. Linux came from Unix, okay? So that's that. And another thing you need to remember is it's always good to know what server you're getting access to. So therefore, the name of the server is going to be important to have. So what I will do now is I will run right back to where all the instances are, and once I get there, I am going to copy the name of the one that I want. Okay, this is the name of the one that I want. Okay, I'll just Control C, that will copy it, then I save that out. So I didn't change anything, I just wanted to use that name to remember that's the server I'm logging into. So now I'm gonna save this. As you can see, I'm gonna save it. Now it's in here, but there's one thing left. I have to get the key pair to access it. I'm not sure I'm gonna find the key pair, but I will try my best, and I encourage you guys to try in everything you're doing. Don't give up before you try it. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna look, I think it's gonna be in desktop, somewhere there, and cloud movement, and here the key is MOV, right? So do we have any MOV here? I don't see any MOV. So let's try this one. I don't see any MOV there. I don't see any MOV. As a matter of fact, I need to get rid of this. It makes no sense there because there's nothing in there. Okay, so we don't see any MOV there. That's not the end of the world. We try. We have to, oh my goodness, we have to try. Move, not that one. Okay. Okay, that's fine. So let's try something else. Let's try on a standard drive that I have. Okay, see if there's something we can find there. These are old ones. Okay, looks like we might find something there. Okay, I think we are not being fortunate. Maybe we should try to access another one instead. Okay, are you guys there with me? Because I don't find any key. Check the production, move. Okay, I don't find any here. So let's go back a bit. Okay. Okay. It says this is it here, but there's no other way to get it. You only get it one time. when you downloaded it the first time. That's the only time you get it. So let me, even if I check my download, I wouldn't be able to find it, but I'll still go ahead and check. Because if I have downloaded it one time, it should be there. Let's say move. Okay, I think I got something, guys. I got the PEM file, which is here. Okay, guys. We got the PEM file, which is this one. It's in downloads. So let's look and see. So it's here. So we need to get partigen, something called partigen. I think I have that one too. Partigen, you can download this. Partigen is in the book. So we're gonna run it. Once we run it, it's gonna open up for us. Okay, this is partigen. You see what it looks like? It's different from party. Okay, this one is partigen. It means a generator. It generates the key. This one is the one that you use to get access to the server. As you can see, we need that key, and we don't have the key, but we have the original downloaded PEM file that we got from the server when we created it the first time. So now I found where it's at. So I'm gonna do what? I'm gonna import it. Okay, I'm gonna import it. Once I import it, I'm gonna get the PPK, which is the private key that we need in the first place to get access to where we need to get access. So now I'm gonna click on download, and I'm gonna click on move. As you can see, everything here is about keys and all of that will help you get access to some things. So once I do this, that means I got the key. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna save the private key, as you can see right there. And now I'm gonna go where I saved every one of them. Okay, and I'm gonna put it there, which is, I think it was here, right? In the cloud movement. Which one? Okay, this one is here, I think. Cloud movement. So we're just gonna save it here in the cloud movement. So we're gonna write move 2020. That's the name of it, right? So we're gonna save it. All right, and we're gonna save again to the external flash drive, the one that I brought. Okay, I already saved it on that one. So we're gonna go and save it on desktop. Right here, Jitsi lockdown, cloud movement. And we're gonna save it in move 2020 PPK. We save it there. Boom, we got it. Now we're gonna go back to the porty and now drag that key in there. So because without that key, we can't get access to that server. So we're gonna drag that key in. All right, into the module there. So I'm gonna click there. I'm gonna click here, and as you can see, it's here. Now I'm gonna click on that, and I'm gonna go back to session, and I'm gonna save it. That means every time I bring up this server and I go open, it's gonna take me to that server. Okay. Okay, so can somebody tell me what went wrong here? What is the default username to log in into this server? Can somebody read what's there and tell me what I've done wrong? Given the fact that I showed you the name of the operating system, and maybe something wrong. If you know the answer, you can just type it, text it, tell me. Don't be shy. Anybody? Anyone with a clue of what's going on there? All right, nobody with a clue. I'm gonna cut it off. So I'm gonna show you what went wrong there. The name was spelled wrong. All right, guys, the name was spelled wrong. So we're gonna go back to the party and we're gonna change it. Are you guys with me? So we're gonna go there and we're gonna change it. All right, so this is the server we want to get access to. We're gonna load it. All the information is out there. You look over here, the Ubuntu was spelled wrongly. I put an extra N. So I'm gonna save it again and I'm gonna try to open it up this time. This time it worked. We're inside that server now. So this server here, we are inside this server. We are inside this server now. We are in. Okay? So this server here, we are in it. So now we can navigate the server. To navigate the server is very simple. You can do ls. You can do some people like to do ls like this, al. So you see all the accesses and users that have direct access to those directory. And you can also do just ls like that. Okay, you can also do sudo I to get an admin privilege. That's escalation. You can go back to sudo ubuntu. It takes you back to ubuntu as a user. Okay, you can go to home directory with this. You go right back to the home directory. You can do sysinfo. Sysinfo, you should be able to I think it's system info. I think system info. I forgot how to do that one. Okay, grep sysinfo. Process grep. Okay, you can do a whole bunch of stuff. You can do PS to check the services that are running. If you check the service, you can grep the one that you want, meaning you want to focus on that particular service. You can do that. You see, grep HTTP. You are doing PSELF. You can also do netstart, ATLP. It shows you the services that are running and the port they are listening to, and etc. So this is how you navigate in there. You can also navigate through directory from one directory to another. And if you're using a Linux operating system, if you want to gain access to a computer, you can do SSH/I, the username and the directory or the computer. I mean the key. You have to put the key here. The key goes in here, and then the username Ubuntu at whatever the qualified domain name is or the IP address is, and you will gain access to that machine. And we can actually try it now. Let me see. Okay, you can also check and see the IP address of your computer by doing ifconfig, because you are in a Linux environment. If you do that, you see that, you know, that's your IP address, that's the local, and that's the public IP address right there looking at you. Based on what I taught you guys, you know that .10 is what? It's class A IP address, so that cannot be any public IP address, right? And 127 is what? This is class B, right? Is it? It's still class A because 127. It goes from 0 to 127. So you pay attention to some of this stuff, okay? So look at the broadcast IP address. That's the last one. Okay. All right. So there's another thing we can do here. Let me see. Okay, you can check where all the keys are, where the keys are kept. You can do cd.ssh, and you can do ls. You see, these are known host files. You can var into it, meaning you want to read once into it. You can do nano. Okay, these are some of the keys that are in here. Basically, it's just one key. Oh, I see another one. Oh, no, it's just, oh, it's 2 keys actually. Yeah, that's 2 keys. Okay, so that's that. And here, if you want to write, you do I, insert, and you write. But I don't want to write anything, so I'm just gonna get out by doing escape and shift colon, and then I put a Q and question mark. That means I'm quitting without saving. If I want to save, I do QW. That means I'm quitting, then I'm saving, and I exit. So that's that. So here you can see clearly that it's very, very straight to the point how to do some of this stuff, navigate around. So this is actually the lesson for the day, to show you how to log into the PuTTY and how to do some of this stuff with the PuTTY and PuTTY generator. And there's also another tool called Pageant. You guys should get that. So before I go, let's touch on virtualization. Virtualization is a very important part of this program, because virtualization teaches us the place that we were before cloud came into our lives. Okay, it teaches us, oh, this is where we were before cloud came into our lives. So let's look at virtualization as a technology itself. This means that I will show you guys just the basic of virtualization, which is technology backed by hypervisor. It's a very powerful technology backed by hypervisor, and hypervisor, you can Google and check it, is the ability of computers to be able to stand up or host other services within them, okay, using virtual technology. All right, so hypervisor is the technology that makes that possible. All right, so here virtualization technology, the learning objective for this is that the team members will learn the combination of the hardware, software, networking, and security as the modern day virtualization technology. Although the virtual environment is not completely envisioned as cloud computing, but it is a very big part of the current day cloud. The hypervisor technology is an important part of virtualization layer. It is split in two. You have the type 1 hypervisor, then type 2 hypervisors. Okay, is what I call a grand segue to the cloud computing. So in hypervisor technology, this link here will give you everything you need to know about this technology. Okay, so who else to teach you better than IBM? So if you go here, it will show you what virtualization is. Virtualization uses software to create an abstraction layer over computer hardware that allows the hardware element of a single computer, processor, memory, storage, and more to be divided into multiple virtual computers. Is it making sense now, guys? Virtualization is pretty much the granddaddy of the cloud. As you can see right here, multiple virtual computers, commonly called virtual machines. Each VM runs its own operating system and behaves like an independent computer, while in fact it's in a bare metal computer hardware, even though it is running on just a portion of the actual underlying computer hardware. That's amazing, isn't it? So there's a little video here, you can watch it in your own spare time. We're not gonna watch this video. So the benefit of virtualization: resource efficiency, easier management, minimal downtime, fast provisioning. In case you asking what's fast provisioning, most of the time when organizations want to set up their systems, they take time. They take up to 2-3 days to set it up in the olden days. But now, because of virtualization technology and cloud ubiquitous nature of accessing resources online, within 15 seconds, organizations can stand up after an attack. That's how advanced we've gone. Okay, so there are 5 benefits of virtualization, like we've already mentioned. In businesses, you have slash your IT expenses completely, reduce downtime and enhance resilience. It's agile, right? Increase efficiency and productivity, control independence and development operations. So instead of you depending on another company or organization for your services, now you can control all of that because it's been simplified. So you move to be more green friendly organization and environmental, meaning that instead of buying many computers and warming up the globe, you now have few computers that are doing powerful things that you can share the services on, just like we are doing today. All right, so this is really amazing virtualization technology. So the hypervisors, like I said, these are the software layer that coordinate VMs. They are the software layer that coordinate the virtual machines. It serves as an interface between the virtual machine and the underlying physical hardware. And this technology has advanced so much that sometimes the physical hardware, the VMs sometimes called container technology nowadays have advanced so much that you have software performing the computing that it doesn't even know that there are other nodes around it. It just thinks that it exists by itself, so it's not self-aware. So they make sure that they ensure that each has access to the physical resources it needs to execute. So you can have a machine, a big old machine with 8 gig of RAM or whatever, and you have thousands of VMs that are, sharing that 8 gig of RAM. Maybe some of them are getting 512 MB, some are getting 1 gig, some are getting, all that kind of stuff. You can have one that have 800 gigabytes of RAM and is being split and shared by many. So the type 1 bare metal hypervisors are the ones that interact with the underlying physical resources. Example would be ESSi. Okay, ESSi, I don't know if any one of you guys remember those. We can Google some of them. ESSi, I remember and I work with it. There's also Citrix machine. So there are machines like this, ESSi. These are by VMs. They are bare metal hypervisors. They are type 1 hypervisors. You have to install it in operating system in a hardware, just like you install operating system. These are the major difference between the type 1 hypervisor and type 2 hypervisor. In type 2 hypervisor, you don't need the bare metal. You install the type 2 on an operating system. But in type 1 is its own beast and animal. You install it inside a bare metal, just like you will install an operating system. But type 2, you install type 2 in an operating system. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. So for ESSi, as you can see right here, you can watch the video in your own time. It will give you a better understanding of it. But before we go, I am going to install or show you guys an installation of type 2 hypervisor that I have installed already. Type 1, I've already explained what they are. Okay, since I've explained what type 1 is, then type 2 is something different, which in type 2 it runs on an application that is an existing operating system, most commonly used on endpoint devices to run alternative operating systems. So if you are running Windows, you can say, hey, let me get a type 2 hypervisor so I can run Ubuntu Linux distribution on it, just like I have done. So let me see if I can find it here, and then I can bring it up and everybody will share the experience. And if we can possibly install them now, that would be nice. If we can also install them now, that would be nice. So let me see if I have a VMware player. VMware player, that's the one I always have installed. Oh, okay, I have it. VMware player. I have an old one, workstation 12. Let's see. Certified path does not exist. Okay. Program. All right, so we're gonna have to go ahead and install it. I used to have it before. Let me check my old Windows, see if I can find it there, guys. Bear with me. If we go here, we check the Windows, we probably won't find it. This is the old window. This should be the latest. This should be the latest one. So let me check this one. Check the users. Okay, let me check desktop. All right. Okay, we might find it here. If we find it here, that would be great. VMware player. VMware player. Okay, VMware workstation, I think. Workstation, yeah. Workstation. Nothing now. Doesn't look good, guy. Let me see, at least if I can find an old one of it. Oh, okay. PowerShell. Didn't find it, guys. Let me see. It's virtual, right? Virtual machines, awesome. All right, at least even if we install it, we can actually come back here and get all these virtual machines that we had. So it's not bad. Let's go ahead and install it, guy. So I'll do, so as you can see, I had old virtual machines there, so you guys can see. So let's just go and install this. All right. So I'll go and I'll get virtual. I will say VMware. This is a type 2 hypervisor. I don't think you guys need have much business to do with type 1, because you can investigate that and study it, but I recommend that you get you start playing with this one. From here you can go to that one. You need the hardware to install that one. Okay, let me see if I can get this VMware player. This is an old one, so I don't need to go through the process of, and you have to be careful you're not downloading some bad stuff in your machine. This is where you are going to be very careful. I'll have to look carefully to see who I'm downloading it from. Make sure I don't download something bad. We can actually download the 16, which is the latest version, but I doubt if we can use it for free. I doubt that. I doubt if we can be able to use that one for free. These ones are professional ones. I don't need them. I need an old one. That way I can use it for free. All right, let's try here. Okay, these ones are all new. All right, VMware Workstation 12 download. Okay. Workstation. Okay, let's try this one. This one might be good. Yeah, this might be good. Yep, this one might be good. Let's look carefully here. Before you download, look very carefully. Okay, whenever you see something like this going on here, just run away. Do not download it. All those different languages. No, man, not for me. So the VMware player is not the same as the workstation. Okay, the VMware player will play the workstation, but it's not vice versa. All right, so let me see if I can find a way. VMware player. Okay, yeah, let's try this one here. Yep. Because when I did the VMware, you see VMware Workstation app. Okay, look at this one. Let's see. Oh, this one is 15. 15. Okay, let me run it. 15. That one is 15, eh? That one is 15. There's another one called VirtualBox, just to let you guys know. There's another one called VirtualBox. Okay, guys? So to install some of this stuff, you have to get a VMDK file or an ISO file or a VDI file. And then you can browse to it and then you can install it. And I will show you guys how those are done. So as you can see here, let me see where we have installed it. VMware. Okay, it's coming. Welcome to VMware Workstation Player. Okay, all right, let's accept it. Okay, we accept that. Okay, so we can do enhanced keyboard, and we just scroll down just to make sure that we read all of that. So he's gonna put a desktop shortcut for us. So now we can install that and you will see it. So now let's get back on the track. Okay. So you have to be careful what you download so you don't get something bad in your computer. So these are all you need to know about the hypervisor, the technology behind the virtualization technology. So you have a hypervisor. Hypervisor is a high-level technology that makes it possible for the use of software processes to do computing instead of using a hardware to do it. So the hypervisor makes it possible for the software to create and layer between the software and the hardware that allows it to do all these amazing things, just like a regular computer will do. So from there you will see how far we've come to get to the cloud, where in fact a whole lot of people are now a part of the services. So that's why the program is put together the way it was put together, to reveal this information to you so you can see that we didn't just start at cloud. Cloud is a combination of everything that we've been doing in the computer for the past 50 years. They have put it together in the cloud, creating an opportunity for economy that will be based on IQ and emotional quotient. So you have to be a part of this. You can't just say computer, oh no, I have to go to school and be this genius to do computer. No, you're defeating yourself. It has become a way of life. It's a tool of existence. Therefore, you must know it. You must know it. It's become a tool of existence, so you must know it. That's why we are making sure that you know it. We are not stopping. We are pushing and pushing and pushing and making sure that we all know this. So while we are waiting for this to install, so there's another one called VirtualBox. It's a type 2 hypervisor as well. It's called VirtualBox. It's made by Oracle. So we can install that one too. These are the two that I recommend that you install. And when you install it, I need you to run either one of one. It doesn't matter which one, whichever one you like. I need you to run an operating system in it. And there are some videos in the book that you can follow to do that. And then you can post the screenshot for us, or you can make a video out of it for us to see. That will encourage other people to do the same thing. So these are the VirtualBox binaries. You can click on download, and from there you can see, okay, Windows host, meaning are you running Windows hardware? If that's yes, you can download that one. OS X host, that means Macintosh, Apple. Linux distribution. That means Linux distribution like Ubuntu that I've talked about is a distribution of Linux. So as you can see, I'm downloading the VirtualBox here, and let's see if the other one is finished. Okay, this one is finished now, and I don't want to restart my computer. That means it will log you guys off, so I'm gonna say no, and hopefully I'm gonna try to go to the desktop to see if I have, okay, I have it on the desktop. Then let me click it and see what we get. Hopefully it will allow me to run one or two of the operating system that I already have that is in the virtual environment there. So like as you can see here, okay, there is this here, remind me later. There's a Windows 10 which it found somewhere here. Unable to find the virtual machine right in here. Okay, so if you look, that's a VMS file. That means it found it in D. Okay, let's go and see. Browse for virtual machine. Let's go and see what's in there. Why is not seeing the other ones that I saw? Let's see why it's not. Okay, it's here in virtual machine, right? So but it's telling us that it found one VMS, right? It's saying that they found this one. See, Windows 10 VMS. So we can type .vms here, .vmx here. It found Windows 10. Okay, give me a second, guys. Something came up again. Give me a second. Alright, I'm back again. So as you can see, the folder where it found that is documents. This is all it found. Alright, so but we know that we have something somewhere here, the one I had in the past. Let me show you guys. Like right here, there's some stuff here. So let's see what we can do. Let's see, browse to, okay, browse to virtual environment. Okay, let's browse to it. We paste that. VMS OFL all supported. Let's try this one. I don't know if I remember the password to it, but let's try it. All right, so let's see if he's gonna play. Can you guys see it? So copied it. Let's see if he's gonna play. I think he's playing. So just remind me later. So as you can see, we are running Ubuntu inside the Windows operating system. We are running Linux inside the Windows operating system. This is the segue to the cloud. This is exactly what cloud is doing. Could you believe we are running a Linux operating system inside So it's coming up, guys. It's coming up, guy. Are you guys getting the hint of it? So I don't know the password, but I'm gonna try to see if I can log in for you guys. I don't know, but hopefully, oh, you didn't log in. Let me try again, guys. Okay. Okay, I cancel it. I think I typed the wrong thing, thinking that is something else. Okay. We can actually change this. We can reset it. We can actually basically reset the password. We can reset it. Let's see. We can reset it. Yeah, we can reset it. As it's coming back, we can push E. And once we push E, we can go to echo somewhere here. Give me a second here. Let me check something quickly. Just give me a few minutes here. Let's reset this. So what we can do here is we can go where it says echo. We look for the Linux. I think we have to go here. I think there. Yep, we have to go there. We'll have to look where it says quiet, something quiet there. Not that one. Maybe the next one. We go to this one. I think this one, yeah. Quiet splash, yeah. Okay, here. I think we go to here. Oh, yeah. From here. We will do something there. RW. If you look carefully here, I think we passed it. We have to write RW somewhere here so that we can write it there. Yep. We have to put that, and then once we put that, we do inet. I can't see that clearly. So we have to go all the way to here, and we put inet beam bash equal to beam bash. So I think this will allow us to change something. inet, I believe inet being, let me see, inet equal to bin I think is this way. Bin bash. Yeah. So I think yep, this should be able to do it. It should be able to give us a screen where we can actually change things. So let's try and see. If we do Control X, let's see what happens. It should give us a screen. Press any key. It should give us a screen where we gonna be able to change it. So this is a little hack that I just showed you now. Okay, now we can try to change the password. To change the password, you just have to do PASSWD. That's just password, and it's gonna allow you to change it. You see, we're just gonna enter new password. I'm not gonna enter the new password online, but you'll see what I would do. Let me see how I can get out of this one. Anyway, I can get out of it because it's not gonna show it to anybody. Okay, so I'm gonna change the password, and it's gonna ask me to enter it again, and I enter it. So it says the password is updated successfully. All right, so I'm gonna just do exit. Okay, so it's gonna exit and restart the computer, and everything should be okay. All right, so that's just about it. As you can see how easy it is to work with things like this. It's not complicated. You just have to you just have to keep up and don't give up. So I think it's panicking there. There's a panic here. It's not starting really quickly as we wanted it to. Okay, let's see why. Not syncing. Kernel panic. So it's doing this because the way I manipulated it, it's not really how it was designed and what it's supposed to be doing. But this is how hackers do it. This is how they can change the password behind the scene, and it will be just fine. So I would have done a reboot instead of saying exit. So that was my mistake. I should have done a reboot. So if I would have done a reboot, it wouldn't have been a problem at all. It would have started up really nicely. So now this is a lesson for all of you guys. So next time you do this, then you have to do reboot instead of exiting. If you do a reboot, then it will sync properly. All right. So does anyone have any question or anything to ask here?
question, but I do not have to go over with it.
Beg your pardon?
I said I don't have a question, but I just have to go over it again and again so I can understand.
Oh, okay. That's not a problem at all. Our friend there, does he have any question? Iran, do you have any question? So we can restart this guest. Hopefully, if we restart this guest, we should be okay. Although I shocked the system. We have about 9 more minutes to wrap it up. Although I shocked the system, but we'll try. I shocked the system. It wasn't able to sync that password change that I made because I would have given a reboot. Instead of giving a reboot command, I went and did exit. So Iran says he has no question. At least we've learned a lot today. We learned a lot today. All right, we succeeded. So now we logged in. We are inside Linux operating system. But I am running Windows operating system. But we are inside the Linux operating system. You guys can see for yourself that we are inside the Linux operating system called Kali Linux. This is what hackers use to hack machines. So we are able to be inside of it. So most hackers will have this in their system, in their little laptop, and they will use it to hack. Okay? You might think, oh yeah, you just have a little Windows operating system, but you don't know that they have this.
So they can use this to get into my computer?
Very easily.
Oh my God.
So the world is dangerous now. That's why we are pushing that you guys learn these programs. That we are pushing. I'm doing everything I can for us to know what's going on. You can even have internet inside of it right now. I'm going through the internet. I can use it to hack into machines. I can use it to do all kind of stuff.
So how can you prevent this?
Well, to prevent this, you have to make sure you have antivirus on your computer at all times. And you make sure you buy active ones. Make sure they're on. And when you're not using your computer, turn it off. If you don't want to turn it off, unhook it from the internet. Unplug the cable from the internet. You see? Unplug the cable from the internet. So it's not complicated. So I've been able to show you guys this thing here. And as you can see over here, it's emulating my laptop. Over here, if you look over here, it's using my hard drive. Look over here, my hard drive gave it 30 gig. You see cloud? You see cloud here? My hard drive gave it 30. And my hard drive is letting it use my Ethernet card. It's bridging it. You see? So now you get the idea of what the cloud is all about. My hard drive is not giving it access to my Bluetooth, which is right here. And I can configure it. You can configure it to have that access to the Bluetooth. You see, you can disconnect to host. It's disconnected now, but I can connect. As you can see, connected. You see, it's green now. That means my Bluetooth now can work through this operating system that is not even my hard drive. My printer can also work. Look, this is my printer here. This is that. So now you see what cloud is all about. It's a big old computer sitting somewhere where everybody else have access because of what? Hypervisor. Does it make sense? Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Because of hypervisor. Okay? Now for my Breed network, I would prefer and recommend that you guys use NAT, because if you're behind the firewall, NAT is better to use. So if you use NAT, then if you're behind the firewall, you use NAT, then you can get access, internet access behind the firewall. So NAT is called Network Address Translation. It will translate the address so that nobody knows what the IP is inside. Nobody knows what the IP is inside. Okay? So all they know is the public IP. Okay? So this is the Unity mode. Oh, okay. Unity is not supported on the system I'm using. Okay, that's fine. But at least now we can go to the internet. You can go to the internet now, because if you look over here, we are in network address translation mode. Okay, so you can go to the internet here. So you can do google.com. Okay. I don't know why it's not letting me type in what I want to type there. Okay, let's go back. Time. Okay, for some reason it's not I did network address translation, still I can't go to the internet. I don't know why. Okay, network address translation. Okay, let me try the settings again and see if it took that. Host only, private network shared with the host. Custom specific virtual network. Connect and power on. Connected. Device status connected. Oh, okay. When next I restart the computer, it should be okay. All right. So we have about 3 more minutes. Let's do this. Let's restart, guys. So how do you guys like it?
It's good, Josiah. I just need patience for me. I don't know about it.
It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. It's a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. Okay? Don't worry too much. It's just a matter of time. We have about 3 more minutes and we'll wrap the program up. So I think we are progressing nicely and quietly. And next class we'll start with the Python. I think we have caught up with a lot of stuff. Now you guys have an idea of what we are doing for sure. Now you guys are for sure this is what it's all about, right? You guys are for sure this is all it's all about. And now, okay. So, okay, let's try to get online again. If we don't get online, when you guys install it at home, you can figure it out. And there's a lot of YouTube videos on this. It's not anything new. It's not complicated. There are many YouTube videos out there. Okay. Okay. All right. Maybe now we'll go on the internet, and it will work just fine. Okay. HTTP. Okay, we want to get to the internet, okay, guys? So we'll try another time. I hope you guys, when you guys are home, you guys should try it out. So this is it for the class for today, and I thank you guys for partaking in the class, and I appreciate your presence. We'd like to thank Lockdown LLC for the support they've been giving us, and I don't know how to express my gratitude for you guys attending, and E1T1 has been amazing in implementing this program as well. We're happy to have this program where we try to expand on IT Foundation and AWS Cloud Training. I don't know how excited you guys feel, but I know that I'm very, very happy to the progress that we have made, to all these wonderful changes that we are seeing, and we are believing in it because we can see these changes. It's not like somebody is telling us these things. We can actually see it, and we see it happening before our eyes. I'm gonna stop sharing so you guys can see my face for the last time. And that's it for us. Good night, and I hope to see you guys again very soon.
Good night. Sorry.
Good night. Good night, guys.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye bye.